It's yours. You earned it. You earned it. All right, so our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, is a lady by the name of Mary Finelli. And she has taken up a cause that too few people take up, and that is the cause of fish. Now, it's, once you meet a cow, once you meet a sheep, once you meet even a chicken, it's easy enough to connect with them and realize, okay, this is not a commodity, this is not an object. But even as a vegan of almost 25 years myself, sometimes I look at fish and I'm like, well, you're a fish, you of course deserve to live, I'm not going to eat you, but I'm just not really connecting with you. You know, one being to another, one creature to another. But this woman has founded an entire organization called Fish Feel, which they do. This is a scientific fact, this is not a matter of anyone's opinion. Fish do feel. They have central nervous systems and brains and all of that. And they are really neglected because they suffer and die by the trillions. They're ripped from the oceans and killed en masse, and it's absolutely horrible and inexcusable. And she's doing something about it, which is great. She has a Bachelor of Science in Animal Science and has been an animal rights activist for the last 3 decades, which is almost 20 years. Thank you for that. I just wanted to make sure you were still paying attention. She has worked for a number of animal protection organizations and produced the online news digest Farmed Animal Watch. And she has helped with research for a number of books and co-written a chapter of In Defense of Animals, The Second Wave. In 2003, she started Fish Feel, which she now heads. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Mary Finelli.
Thank you for being here and standing up and speaking out for our fellow sentient beings and praising the vegan way of life. Our ranks are growing and we continue to refine our message. Not so long ago, the most exploited land animals were barely acknowledged by the animal rights community. Henry Spira played a big hand in bringing them into the spotlight, and Karen Davis was largely responsible for bringing chickens into the forefront. Sadly, the greatest category of exploited animals are still largely being ignored, which after 30 years of activism is why I began the organization Fish Feel. Because they do. Science has shown that fish are sentient. They react to pain the way you expect an animal in pain to react. They respond to painkillers the way you would expect an animal whose pain has been alleviated to respond, and they quickly learn to avoid painful situations. We have a fact sheet on our table that's acknowledgement by the scientific community that fish are in fact sentient. They suffer terror and they are killed in agony by the trillions every year. They're caught and killed with them are countless dolphins, seals, turtles, whales, birds, and other animals. The oceans are being wiped out of fish, and coral reefs and other habitat is being destroyed in the relentless quest for them. Animals who genuinely need fish for food are being deprived of them. Right now, there are seal pups starving off the west coast because of our relentless greed for fish. Sea lions are being tortured and killed out of human greed for fish. Birds are also being shot by the tens of thousands because they eat fish who people want but animals need. All for food that, according to the Center for Science in the Public Interest, is the most hazardous food we can eat. It's got mercury, dioxins, PCBs, cholesterol, saturated fat, pesticides, parasites, etc. All the nutrients obtained from seafood and from all animal products can be obtained more healthfully, humanely, and environmentally responsibly from plant sources. This includes fish oil, which sadly is the most popular supplement. Please see our human health fact sheet for more information. There are also marvelous vegan versions of pretty much every type of seafood and other food imaginable. They're better for us, for other animals, and for the environment. On our website we have links to tons of recipes and products, and there's also a wonderful vegan seafood cookbook available. Our lack of empathy for fish is largely the result of our ignorance of them. They're sociable, perceptive, personable, and admirable animals. See our fish are fantastic fact sheet. More to the point, they're sentient beings. They deserve our respect and they desperately need our protection. So please include fish in your activism and encourage others to do the same. When fish are excluded, make a point of speaking for them. Ask environmental and animal protection organizations to advocate on behalf of fish and urge health entities to stop promoting aquatic animal consumption. When you see online articles that mention or should mention fish, post a comment. If you hear talk radio programs that mention or should mention fish, call in. If you see a newspaper article that mentions or should mention fish, send a letter to the editor. Speak up and speak out. Fish feel and it matters. Please help that fact be known. For more information, stop by our table or visit our website, fishfeel.org, or our Facebook page. And thank you for caring.
All very good to know. So make sure you stop by the table over there and get some information and some literature. The more we know, the better armed we are to have conversations with people who have different points of view. All right, so